Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus urges the nation to harness youth and creativity to build a self-reliant economy and free itself from bondage. National Consensus Commission wants to submit recommendations of July National Charter implementation process to government by October 10. Cross-examination of Chief Investigating Officer in case of crimes against humanity against Hasina and 2 others in July must surprising ends. Arguments of prosecution and defense on October 12. No legitimate media to be shut down. Approval of new television channels to be given to make media landscape more competitive, says Information and Broadcasting Advisor. Divisional selection round of Bangladesh Television's popular talent hunt show Notun Kuri continues. Israeli attacks in Gaza continue even in ongoing peace talks in Egypt. 8 more Palestinians killed. Humanitarian fleet of Freedom Flotilla coalition hijacked by Israel. Bangladeshi photographer Shahidul Alam kidnapped along with other human rights activists. This year, Nobel Prize in Chemistry jointly awarded to 3 scientists from Japan, Australia, and United States. And in Abu Dhabi, Afghanistan needs 222 runs to win against Bangladesh in first ODI of 3-match series. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is Upama Shah with you, welcoming you to the news at 10. You have just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has said that a new Bangladesh means a self-reliant Bangladesh. He emphasized that by harnessing youth power and creativity, the nation must build a self-sufficient economy to free itself from dependency and servitude. He made these remarks while presiding over a meeting of the National Steering Committee formed to implement and monitor the smooth transition strategy, which aims to ensure Bangladesh's smooth and sustainable graduation from the LDC status. The meeting was held today at the Chief Advisor's office. Members of the Advisory Council, the Chief Advisor's Special Assistants, concerned secretaries, heads of various financial institutions, and leaders of business organizations attended the meeting. The Chief Advisor stated that the nation must become self-reliant and therefore it is essential to overcome dependency as soon as possible. The meeting discussed increasing the current 6% incentive to create more employment opportunities in the ICT sector. The meeting also discussed issues related to the country's import policy and the removal of visa complications in Eastern European countries. After the meeting, Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam briefed journalists at the Foreign Service Academy. He said Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus will go to Italy on October 12 to attend the World Food Forum Conference.
মিটিং এর শুরুতেই প্রফেসর ইউনুস একটি ইন্ট্রোডাক্টরি ভাষণ দেন। উপদেষ্টা বলেন, আমাদের কাছে এটা পরিষ্কার হতে হবে যে আমরা আর পরনির্ভর হতে চাই না, আমাদের স্বনির্ভর হতে হবে। এখন যেহেতু পরনির্ভর হয়ে আছি, এর থেকে যত তাড়াতাড়ি সম্ভব বের হওয়ার দিকে মনোযোগ দিতে হবে। এর বাইরে আর আমাদের কোনো বিকল্প নাই। এই জন্য আমাদের অভ্যাস পাল্টাতে আত্মনির্ভর হতে গেলে বুদ্ধি খাটাতে হবে, পরিশ্রম করতে হবে, লড়াই করতে হবে। এটা কঠিন হলেও এ কাজে আনন্দ আছে। আমরা যে নতুন বাংলাদেশের কথা বলি, নতুন বাংলাদেশ মানে হলো স্বনির্ভর বাংলাদেশ। এই জাতির যথেষ্ট ক্ষমতা আছে নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়ানোর জন্য। তারুণ্য, সৃজনশীলতা আমাদের শক্তি। এই শক্তি আর সুযোগ আমার আছে, এটাকে কাজে লাগাতে হবে। আত্মনির্ভর অর্থনীতি গড়ে তুলে জাতিকে দাসত্ব থেকে মুক্ত করতে হবে। আমরা দাসত্বের মধ্যে থাকতে চাই না। অনেকগুলো বিষয় এসছে। ইম্পোর্ট পলিসির কথা বলা হয়েছে। ইম্পোর্ট পলিসির ক্ষেত্রে জানানো হয় যে খুব শীঘ্রই ইম্পোর্ট পলিসি 2026 থেকে 2028 এটা ইম্পোর্ট পলিসি এটা ডিক্লেয়ার করা হবে। ভিসার বিষয়ে চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার জোর দিয়ে বলেছেন যে আমরা ভিসা বিষয়টা, যেহেতু কিছু কিছু জায়গায় জটিলতা হচ্ছে এবং জটিলতা মূলত পূর্বের গভর্নমেন্টের সময় থেকেই, তো সেই জটিলতার জন্য উনি এক্সট্রা এফার্ট দিতে বলেছেন ফরেন মিনিস্ট্রিকে। পূর্ব ইউরোপীয় দেশগুলোতে আমাদের নতুন নতুন শ্রম বাজার তৈরি হচ্ছে, আইসিটিতে প্রচুর জব তৈরি হচ্ছে, যদিও অনেক সময় এই জবগুলো দৃশ্যমান না। এই জবগুলোর জন্য যেটা ছিল আগে, যে আইসিটিতে 6% ইনসেনটিভ দেওয়া হতো, এখন আজকে মিটিংয়ে বলা হয়েছে যে 6% ইনসেনটিভ কিছু কিছু যেগুলো আছে যে পুরনো বা লেগাসি সেক্টর, সেগুলো ইনসেনটিভ কমিয়ে, তো ইয়ারের যে ফ্রন্টিয়ার টেকনোলজি নিয়ে যারা কাজ করছেন তাদের ইনসেনটিভটা 6%-এর চেয়েও একটু বাড়িয়ে দেওয়া হবে আর কি। আর উনি হাই স্ট্যান্ডার্ড সায়েন্টিফিক এডুকেশনের কথা বলেছেন। উনি বলছেন যে বাংলাদেশের ইউনিভার্সিটিগুলো অনেক বেশি বিবিএ তৈরি করছে, যেটা আসলে মার্কেটে একটা ওভার সাপ্লাই হয়ে গেছে, কিন্তু আমাদের সত্যিকারের দরকার খুব সায়েন্স এডুকেটেড আমাদের গ্র্যাজুয়েটস দরকার। চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার 12 তারিখে রোমে সফরে যাচ্ছেন। ওয়ার্ল্ড ফুড ফোরামের একটা গ্লোবাল মিটিং আছে, এখানে উনি ইনভাইটেড, ওদের মিটিং করে থাকবেন এবং সেখানে উনি বক্তব্য দিবেন। এছাড়া উনি এই মিটিং এর সাইড লাইনে অনেক হাই প্রোফাইল ব্যক্তির সাথে ওনার মিটিং হবে।
Vice President of the National Consensus Commission, Professor Ali Riaz, has said the commission aims to submit its final report and Tariq Siddiq. Arrest warrants have been issued in 2 cases related to enforced disappearances that allegedly took place under the fascist Awami League regime at the Task Force Interrogation Cell, TFI, and the Joint Interrogation Cell. A 3-member bench of Tribunal 1, headed by Justice Ghulam Murtuza Mujumdar, issued the order today. This is the first enforced disappearance case taken into cognizance by the reconstituted International Crimes Tribunal since its formation in a new format on August 5th. Earlier in the morning, victims and families of those allegedly disappeared during the fascist Awami League regime appeared before the tribunal. Later, Chief Prosecutor Mohammad Tajul Islam briefed journalists saying that those who carried out enforced disappearances, torture and killings while drawing government salaries and wearing uniforms bear individual responsibility, not that of any particular force. He also stated that regardless of which force they belong to, no one will be exempted from justice in establishing the rule of law. Meanwhile, in another case, the Tribunal 1, led by Justice Ghulam Murtuza Mujumdar, completed cross-examination of the final witness in a crimes against humanity case against Sheikh Hasina and 2 others. At the same time, Tribunal 2 recorded testimonies in case concerning the burning of 6 bodies in Australia. Additionally, the tribunal has accepted formal charges and issued arrest warrants against 4 individuals, including BGB officer Lieutenant Colonel Redwanul Islam, in a crimes against humanity case over the killing of 28 people in Rampura, Dhaka during the July 24 mass uprising. The prosecution, represented by Prosecutor Farooq Ahmed, submitted these charges to the Register of International Crimes Tribunal 1 earlier today. Subsequently, the tribunal took the charges into cognizance and issued the necessary orders. Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami has submitted their 22nd amended constitution and new bank accounts information at the Election Commission. A delegation of the party led by its Assistant Secretary General Ehsanul Mahbub Zubair submitted these to Commission's Additional Secretary K.M. Ali Nawaz this afternoon. The letter, signed by Jamaat Secretary General Mia Ghulam Parwar, informs that the amended constitution was submitted after completing party's council. It was also stated in the letter that the bank account information could not be submitted in the past as the party was facing adverse situation. Earlier in October 2018, the EC issued a notification cancelling the registration of the party. Later, following the court's verdict, the Election Commission reinstated the registration of Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami as a political party and restored its party symbol scale on June 24 this year. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhary today handed over 20 double-cabin pickup vans to the Dhaka Metropolitan Police DMP for enhancing their operational capability. DMP Commissioner Sheikh Mohammad Sajjad Ali received the keys of the vans at a program held at DMP headquarters in the capital. The Home Advisor said the next parliamentary election will be held in a peaceful and festive manner with cooperation from all concerned. Any legal mass media or television channels of the Awami League government's tenure will not be shut down. Instead, many new channels will be given approval to make the country's media sector stronger and more competitive. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Mohammad Mahfuz Alam said this in a meeting with the leaders of Association of Television Channel Owners, ATCO, the apex body for private TV channels owners, at Bangladesh Secretariat this evening. Mahfuz Alam said that the government is working to ensure the Journalist Protection Act before the elections. Under the new law, not only print media but also television personnel will be included, added the advisor. Replying to a query of the newsman over giving approval of 2 new channels by the interim government, he said that in the past 15 years, all the media outlets were given registration on the political consideration. The Postal Department and the Election Commission are working together to ensure vote casting of about 1.5 crore expatriate Bangladeshis in the 13th parliamentary election. Chief Advisor Special Assistant Faiz Ahmed Toyab informed this at a press conference at the Dak Bhavan in the capital today. The press conference was organized on the occasion of the World Postal Day to be observed tomorrow. Faiz Ahmed Toyeb said that the money has been embezzled through corruption in the e-commerce sector during the tenure of the previous government. A platform named CLTP is being created through formulating the national logistic policy, he said, adding that through this transparency in transaction will be ensured in e-commerce sector. He informed that the service of the Postal Department is being expanded further through modernizing the necessary services like parcel delivery and mobile financial service. About 80% of Bangladesh's export earnings come from the ready-made garment sector. Competition in the global market is intensifying day by day. To survive in this competitive environment, meeting international demand, managing production in an organized way, and ensuring sustainable transformation through digitalization have become essential for the RMG sector. This process can enhance production capacity by reducing time, cost, and wastage. Analysts say that digitalization will prepare the garment industry to face the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution. However, experts also emphasize the need for research and the development of skilled manpower to ensure sustainable progress. Digital technology will not only benefit large industries but also help small and medium entrepreneurs become more profitable. As the demand for small orders and high-value apparel continues to grow, digitalization is seen as the most effective tool for building a balanced industry. According to industry stakeholders, digital transformation will increase export volumes and strengthen the confidence of buyer countries. However, to make this transformation successful, government support and proper investment are essential. Notun Kuri, the popular talent hunt, the signature program of Bangladesh Television, is currently holding its divisional selection round after the completion of the initial screening phase. The audition round of this competition is taking place simultaneously across all 8 divisions of the country and will continue until October 11th. From these divisional rounds, 960 contestants will advance to the final selection phase. On the 5th day of the divisional selection, the television center became vibrant early in the morning with the presence of enthusiastic participants, children, teenagers, and their parents. Meanwhile, Mahfouz Akhtar, Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, visited the Dhaka Division selection activities of Notun Kuri. She was accompanied by Mohammad Rokun Uddin, Deputy Director General of Finance and Administration and Coordinator of Notun Kuri Cell, Nurul Azam Pabun, General Manager of BTV Dhaka Center, and Mohammad Zahirul Islam Mia, Director of Finance and Convener of the Dhaka Division Audition Committee. Launched in 1976, Notun Kuri was the first reality-style talent hunt show in the subcontinent aired on Bangladesh television. Many renowned artists began their journeys through this program. After being discontinued for several years, Notun Kuri has returned with its original name and theme song. Today marks the 5th day of the divisional second round auditions for Notunkuri 2025. It is also the final day of the second selection phase in the Khulna division. The Deputy Commissioner and District Magistrate Muhammad Tawfiq Amir Khosru Mahmoud Chaudhry further said that the BNP would welcome EU election observers if they decide to monitor the upcoming national polls.